Finally! Almost everyone who ever played Injustice has been waiting for the day Black Canary gets announced, and today we finally got a trailer. Hi there, I'm YoshiOKSD, and since I didn't get a key for the Injustice Closed Beta, again, I'm instead going to go over Black Canary's trailer and moveset released so far. Now, I'm a pretty big reader of DC Comics, but I'm also a fighting game enthusiast, so I'm going to be talking about Canary's moveset both as gameplay mechanics go, and to how closely they represent the character in the comics. Now, I played Injustice a lot, seriously, a lot, and it's downright painful to see how effective zoning was in the game. I'm not saying it doesn't take skill because, well, I like Superman and Deathstroke, but skill or not, high-ranked players of the early days pretty much came down to hit vision and gun spam. And once the opponent managed to get close in, either block and punish or use your knockback however you're able. This is why I'm loving what I see in this trailer. Right off the bat, Black Canary ends her first string in what I'm hoping it's a command grab. It may be just the visual, but this looks like an unblockable string ender, much like, for example, Mila's moveset in Dead or Alive 5. Pity Black Canary doesn't continue it with ground pounds or such, but still. I don't know if she has a low combo or an overhead yet. I mean, maybe this is an overhead? But if the string really finishes in an unblockable a command grab, that means the opponent never has the option to wait till the end of the string to block and punish. Now, my favorite part of their movesets, the roll dodge. In, say, the King of Fighters, a roll dodge goes through the opponent's attack without having to jump over them and risk an anti-air. Here, it's looking like it might only work for projectiles, but even so, having a roll dodge is a perfect tool to get a zoning opponent within melee distance. And this is 100 times more useful than the garbage dodge Flash had back in Injustice 1, and Catwoman for that instance, because their dodges didn't move them forward like a rush down character's dodge should. With this role, Black Canary players are maybe even one good read away from reaching and punishing a projectile character. Next up comes the counter holds, and this I find interesting, because check out this frame. Right before Deadshot attacks, Canary is in a stance with one leg raised. This specific counter hold looks like it leaves the opponent standing with Canary at frame advantage. Wait, did you see that? Correct me if I'm wrong, but only power characters can do that. Back in Injustice 1, even Deathstroke didn't throw the attack drones floating around, he just aimed them at people, and he has augmented strength, so either Dinah is a power character or the transitions have changed. Or maybe she just hasn't been finalized by the time of this trailer. Moving on, we get the Dinah's grenade. I don't recognize this from the comics I've read, but it looks like an amazing anti-zoning tool. It has a bit of a startup, and judging by the animation, it might not even do damage. But it seems to grant more than a full second of stun. In a fighting game, that's huge. Canary has time to confirm the hits before lodging forward and starting combo. I'm thinking properly timing this thing once or twice could absolutely destroy some of the more annoying zoners in the game. Or with its delay, it should be a great tool for resets down the line. Dinah has a combo into her universal wall bounce or stage transition. She can also seemingly juggle her opponents, but we don't know the full extent yet. I just figured the moveset she has displayed so far is going to make for great pressure. Next up, we see her pulling off another counter hold. Note the difference since this time she sends her opponents to the ground for setups, not standing frame advantage, so we know she has two counter holds and maybe one is a meter burn. And let's see, right away. Dinah uses a jumping command grab. This might be a set distance or you might start it off a regular jump, I'm not sure. It's very telegraphed for a move that you have to start from the ground, so I don't see this being as useful as it could be if you could use it by standing, but still it's unblockable damage, so it's better than nothing. Here we are. The Canary cry. Look at this delay. This looks like maybe you can charge the move and increase its range or its damage. Maybe even make it unblockable. They don't show off anything afterwards, so we can know if there are combo possibilities off of it. But this inclusion means Dinah has at least a couple possible answers for different kinds of projectiles. Now, her super is interesting in that for some reason it started while airborne. This is a pretty weird choice. I mean, Black Canary doesn't actually fly in any incarnation. Maybe she has an intended super combo of her flying kicks, but so we'll see when we have some more footage. I suppose at least she can squish her opponents against a hard surface with the Canary cry, which is indeed something she has done in the past. but then she meteors onto them. This is kind of uncreative because Dinah doesn't have super strength, she's just a good martial artist and one hell of a screamer. Finally, her Wimpos I mostly like. I really dislike her face at the end, how she closes her eyes, since Canary doesn't close her eyes when she screams. I mean, it's an attack, she aims it, she looks toward where she's shouting. She can aim it in a line or so, it's not just a general direction type thing. Also, did you notice how her Wimpos is repeated so that the second time it actually shows off the classic fishnets? I wonder if that's the alternative outfit instead of the main. All in all, not bad. In summary, having finally arrived at Scorpion stole her spot in Injustice 1, Dinah is finally here and the wait seems to have been worth it. I'm calling it now. If half of her tools, the command grabs, the dodge, the counter holds, the range attack, if they are half as good as I think they are, this is going to be one of the better characters in the game and I can already hear the complaints in the forum. I'll definitely be using her either as a sub, maybe even a main, when the game comes out, depending on how flash movements and damage output are like and how they compare. But overall, her moveset reflects the martial artist that she is supposed to be, so good job NetherRealm, this is a good character. And that's it for me. Hopefully we see a trailer for Katana or for Constantine or C soon, so I can geek out on them as well. But until that happens, I'm just KST, and thank you for watching.
And here I heard you're some kind of brilliant fighter. You heard right.